If you ask anyone what their goal is for their website, they are likely to say to get more traffic. And I want to challenge that notion here today. Hello and welcome to Marketing Without the Marketing. I'm your host, Michael Bosey, and happy that you're here. Because today I want to talk about Web Strategy 201 as opposed to the 101 version, just going beyond the basics. This is part of a whole series that is, going beyond Content Marketing 101 into Content Marketing 201. You get the idea. Now, Web Strategy 201, to me, is going beyond just traffic as a goal because, random traffic doesn't do that much for you as a business. Getting a lot more active rather than staying passive and starting to make your site do more of the work, carry more of the sales load. So let's look at that. Let's dig into traffic. People think that this is the central goal of a website or blogging or doing social or emails, bringing traffic to your site. But what does traffic do for you? Well, first of all, it's the awareness phase, so it's important, right? I mean, if someone's not aware of you, they're never going to become a customer. So let's not underestimate the importance of the awareness phase. But you can't stop there. Site visitors are not eyeballs. They are real human beings. And they arrived from one of three places, most likely. That's going to be either search, email, or social, in that order. And I say this with confidence because the data fingerprint from my content marketing efforts and those of the clients that I work with is consistently those three things in that order. Search, meaning SEO. Email, meaning your newsletter or some form of coordinated, automated, segmented campaigns. And of course, social media. A distant third, I will add. Let's look at these briefly, because if that's where people are coming from, these are really important. So the first one, search. Again, this is why SEO is so important. And guess what? It's not just about keywords. To me, that's the 101 version. It's just keywords on your site, scattered throughout, distributed, whatever, and that works. That doesn't anymore. And I got a whole series on this, left a link in the show notes, or just reel back a few episodes and you'll be able to learn more about that. All right, number 2, email. Why? Because it's the closest and most intimate connection you can have at scale in digital. You have permission to be in someone's inbox, someone's to-do list, if you will, right? That's super high-level access, and it is your conversion instrument. Super important part of your strategy. And then third is social. Yes, the weakest of the three, like I said, a distant third, but it will still function, if done right, to get people to your site and serve the awareness phase. Notice I didn't mention ads here. And frankly, I'm tired of hearing strategies about how people can use Facebook ads to get traffic. When you boil it down, you need to spend a lot on actual campaigns in order to get something out of it, right? Sure, that's going to work for big brands, but you and I are not that. Boosting posts and spending money to do so does almost nothing for small players like us. And here's the thing. I've run coordinated campaigns with clients, the more medium-sized clients. And I can tell you, this is not some idle starter strategy to just get more eyeballs again, right? Until we get big as a company or as an entity, it's not really a great investment. And of course, go out there and prove me wrong. Tell me how you've had, success running ads or boosting posts. I'm sure there are things out there, but look, there are so many things that you can do. And I would say this is not the place to start. And it's certainly not the thing where you're just going to throw a little money at it. You really do need a coordinated campaign. It can work. It can be effective, but it's not the first go-to. All right, enough of that. Let's get back to, look, the awareness phase. We got someone on the site right now, a visitor. This is not traffic. This is a person. Okay, a real person is on your site. And you want to ask these questions as objectively as you can about her experience, because you really need to know what her experience is going to be like on your site. So, does she get what she came for? Does she feel like it was worth her time to be there? When she leaves, have you made her think or made her smile or made her day better? Because look, if you haven't, she's not coming back. But assuming you've done these things, have you offered her a next step? Have you made it clear what that is, the next post to read, outside resources, something else of value? Does she feel like you're genuinely trying to help or just selling? Does she leave thinking more of you than when she first got there? And if so, great. Your site has done its job. It's a representation of you on the web. But unlike you, it doesn't have the luxury of being able to read body language, respond to conversational cues. Your site has to perform all of this with everything set up from before that first visit, from a person. See how this is different from traffic? Traffic drives by and you're a billboard. Visitors stop in and you're a lovely and gracious host. And we know how to do this with visitors to our home, right? Friends and family in real life. We make them feel welcome, form a bond with them, and foster the friendships that develop between others who we've invited, right? Connections that you've made by introducing people to one another. And that's what makes a strong community in real life, and it works the same way in the digital representation of that too. Now, I won't get too far into the community aspect here because that's a big topic and a difficult one to execute, but it certainly starts with treating people and not like traffic. Now, if you want to get into this, right into it, talk about it one-on-one, book a session with me. Let's look at your strategy. Let's sit down for 45 minutes, an hour, a couple hours, whatever. You can do that by going to controlmousemedia.com/strategy. It'll be fun. It'll be productive. Left a link in the show notes for your convenience, and look forward to sitting down with you if you take the option. Now, in the meantime, I hope that you left this episode in the same way that I'm talking about here with user experience. Did it give you something to think about? Is this something that's going to spur a question that you can take back to your own business and start to change your mindset from traffic to this more human element? Hit me up via Twitter at mboezi, MBOEZI, or leave a comment. Would love to hear what this spurred for you. Again, hope it's helpful. Next episode, let's talk about that pathway so that we can take those visitors and gently guide them down this pathway to ultimately making a purchase. That should be fun. All right, see you on the next episode.